Manitoba mirrors these numbers pretty well. Essentially what it shows is that the dark area at the top of the graph shows non-farm income is becoming an ever larger portion of the income that farmers earn. You can see the total market income on the lower part of the graph becomes an ever smaller part of the income that farmers earn. So we have a challenge there. Some of it's made up by program payments, which are essentially tax subsidies, and we can see how the challenge is emerging and getting worse over time as we see this move forward. And so that's one of the inputs to this whole conversation about community power, because we really want to understand what it is about our communities that's vibrant and that's sustainable, and what it is about our community that's causing problems. So we see the non-farm income being a problem because it means that we have to import essentially dollars to our rural communities. So we looked at this in a little bit more detail and said, what would it look like to do to really invest in our own communities? What could we do? So we looked at a renewable energy approach as a way to do that. So we're using renewable energy as a tool to get to rural economic development. In this example, we have in the top box 1,000 households each investing $2,500. That gives us $2.5 million. So what would we do with that $2.5 million? We could build a 3 megawatt wind farm, which is essentially 2 turbines of commercial scale. And that would be each turbine being 1.5 megawatts, which is an average size turbine. And that costs about $7.5 million to build. Normally you do about a third of that equity and 2/3 of that debt in order to build a project like that, a large capital project. That 3 megawatt wind project actually supplies 100% of the power that's required for 1,000 households. So that's the size of the 3 megawatt wind project in Manitoba, knowing the wind regime that we have here. And so we have a complete system here that shows how rural communities can invest, receive a return on that investment, and then also have sustainability in terms of the energy use. So that's the core of our concept here of community power. It's a way to make investment with favorable returns while supporting the community and helping the environment. That's sort of the central concept of community power. And then there are some additional areas that we focus on. One of them being the ownership, control, being maintained by community power investors at all times. And we define community power investors as individuals, not as institutions or corporations or even foundations. It's really individuals we're looking at here. We want to ensure that the project provides a risk-averse, meaning low risk, fair and predictable rate of return. So we want to know that the dollars that we put into these projects are relatively safe. High-risk projects are a problem for rural communities. We've seen some pretty spectacular failures of high-risk projects in Manitoba in the past. Investors must have the ability to sell shares at any time. That's one of the challenges that we find in some community power programs in other areas, such as Ontario and Minnesota, where we looked at power programs in fairly significant detail when we were putting the program together here in Manitoba. It's easy to take a 20-year project, get some investment for that project. As long as you hold on to it for the 20 years, you can cash out at the end and you make some money. What if you need to sell at year 10 or year 5 because you've got a situation in your personal life that requires you to cash out? That's a problem with some of these community power programs in other areas. And then finally, communities would support each other rather than compete against each other. So instead of having a request for a proposal go out and all kinds of communities bid on the ability to put a project in the community, where you've got a lot of energy up front, a lot of money up front to put a proposal together, let's do it another way where we can say, have a really transparent process where each community puts together 1 or 2 page proposal. Those proposals are evaluated against each other in an open fashion, and there's a decision made based on a progressive, iterative approach rather than an all or nothing kind of approach. That way communities are supporting each other rather than competing against each other. So our community power model shows kind of key elements here. You've got the investor at the top, that's the community members who are investing in the project. We have an organization called the Community Power Cooperative, which forms a partnership with a local community organization. This Community Power Cooperative is really a province-wide organization. And that partnership, that limited partnership of the two of them is what interacts with all of the other elements of the model. So that's the key core of this model. That CPC, or Community Power Cooperative, centralizes the technical and financial expertise. So it would address things like the technical requirements of a project. In the case that we're using as an example is a wind project. It handles all the vendor relationships, does investor communications, tax reporting, financial audits, all of that stuff that requires some specialization. It also sells and manages the investment shares. So it has an offering statement that it writes up, and it produces that offering statement, makes it available for investors to invest in this. It also distributes a portion of the profits to the communities directly. So it's structured in such a way that there's a return on investment for individuals who invest in the projects. Then there's also a return on investment to communities as well. And then finally, it manages pro forma, which is the analysis of what this project will return, and makes sure that pro forma produces results that are consistent with the objectives of the overall project, which is to produce an income for local communities. So when we get into a little bit more detail as to what this looks like in models specific to what we're proposing here, we're saying that the CPC, that central thing, organization, will take dollars from individual investors. That CPC will invest in projects. Those projects will produce 12% returns, and that's one of our unique things about the pro forma that we've designed, is that it focuses on the returns on investment and lays that all out. The pro forma is actually shared between the CPC, or the local community power organizations, and Manitoba Hydro. In this case, we're proposing to do these projects. And so there's a complete transparency of what makes up those numbers. So instead of making a pitch for Manitoba Hydro to pay us a certain cents per kilowatt hour, we actually talk about a return on investment based on an open book kind of model. And then we return a portion of that investment to communities and a portion of that investment back to the individuals. And so the cents per kilowatt hour that's designed into this model is based on that return. So if you have a very windy regime, you've got a good place to put wind turbines, you may be able to get away with charging less per kilowatt hour than in an area where you don't have a lot of wind. So there's several variations that can be put into play for making this model move forward. Very flexible in that sense. Community energy is not just about producing electricity for today's market in today's environment, but can also be used for some additional things. We talked about development of anhydrous ammonia. So in Manitoba, that's an area that we require inputs of natural gas imported from elsewhere in order to produce anhydrous ammonia, which is required for fertilization of our crops. Anhydrous ammonia from electricity is actually possible using water and electrolyzing that water. So this is something that will directly help Manitobans. It's something that we can look at as a potential future market for energy that we produce ourselves. We can also charge local electric vehicles for local use. This kind of touches on the concept that you mentioned earlier, where we have vehicles being charged in the nighttime hours that we use during the daytime hours. And then finally, you can deploy smart grid to control certain appliances for wind energy uses. These are just 3 examples of how community energy can be leveraged to do things that you might not think of when you first look at an approach. So we took the concepts of community energy and talked about how we might develop an energy project locally. So we have a program here. Dan and others have formed an organization called Elton Energy Cooperative, which is a small project that's designed to take the energy that's used in the area of Elton and figure out ways to produce renewable energy and leverage the local community or local availability of natural resources to develop energy. So we talked about putting in 2 turbines, 3 megawatts. Again, that kind of circles back to the example that I used at the very beginning. Landowner-friendly, transparent land lease agreement that we've developed as part of our project. We put up a Met Tower in June of last year. We now have nearly a year's worth of data, and we know what the wind looks like in that specific area. And then once we have the data, we negotiate with Manitoba Hydro for a 20-year power purchase agreement. So that's the intention, is to develop an energy project in the RM of Elton, specifically for the local community. And we are sharing what we learned with interested parties, communities throughout Manitoba. This is again what all the land lease payments work. Just to show you what the land lease agreement includes, we specified 5,000 per turbine rent to be divided among the landlords within the 500-meter radius. So if you look at that red dot in the center where the turbine is, you take a 500-meter radius around that, and you may have, in this case, we've got 4 landowners as an example. What portion of the landowners, or what portion of the lease agreement will go to which landowners. So it's based on the amount of area that's in that radius. So this is a way of sharing the profits, or sharing the payments for land leases for a specific turbine in a way that's more community friendly than the normal land lease agreement. The way land lease agreements work that are not community focused, landowner A would get 100% of the land lease agreement. Landowners B, C, and D would simply be out of luck. That's the way that most lease agreements work these days. So we're talking about doing something a little bit different that helps us to be a little bit more community oriented. Recognizing that landowners B, C, and D in this case, are looking at the turbine every day. There's some impacts to their property values. There's some impacts to them having this turbine nearby, even though it's not on their land specifically. And so we have specifically 20% assigned to lost use, so there's a little bit more for landowner A because of that, and then 80% is assigned based on this proration that we got. Here's a picture of the Elton Energy Met Tower that we put up last June. It's going to be collecting data for the next year and a half, so we've got a half year's worth of data, a little more than that, and we're very pleased with the data that we're receiving so far. So the bottom line of this community power program and what we're doing with Elton Energy is really to look at ways that we deploy renewable energy and making sure that we're looking at the long-term renewable energy impacts and what that means for our rural communities. We believe that renewable energy does have a very strong future in Manitoba. The key question for us isn't whether it will grow, because we know it will. We know that there are many things that are pushing the development of renewable energy in Canada, in North America, and in Manitoba specifically. The key question, we believe, is who is going to benefit. And that's what this program is all about. Who's going to benefit from the development of renewable energy in the province? And we believe we have a program to do it right. So that's what this is all about.